If you look at history, innovation doesn't come just from giving people incentives. It comes from creating environments where ideas can connect. And today, with a robust team of 6,000, Snapdeal is about to make history by becoming the largest e-commerce giant in India.
It's almost unheard of that in a span of 3-4 years, a group of under 30-year-olds could come up with a platform that touched lives and impacted lives of so many people.
Because partners start businesses, but friends start a legacy.
It just seems surreal because when we started and working out of the basement of a house in a furniture market in Delhi, we never thought that a day will come, we'll have all these thousands of really, really smart people working towards changing the country.
That culture of sort of very rapid innovation, always continuing to try new things, is something that has existed in the company from day one.
As our team grew from strength to strength, we needed a space that would make everybody feel at home.
We want to give our world-class team world-class infrastructure.
We wanted to make the place damn inspirational, contemporary as well, and yet culture-driven.
The new office in Gurgaon was not just a big space. It was a bigger ode to the Snapdeal family.
Before we moved in, all of the meeting rooms were completely wooden, where no one could see into. We actually broke down the walls, made them glass, so that everybody knows what's happening, and it gives a much broader sense of transparency in the office.
Not much has changed from the old office though. The fresh air open to innovation remains the same.
We all sit together in workstations, open areas. It allows accessibility.
Every column in the new office has become a breeding ground for ideas.
You'll see writing walls on every single pillar.
Brainstorming spaces became hotbeds for inspiration.
The stunning looking breakout areas and coffee time corners that you see around, they also reinforce the proud and cool culture that we instill.
This office space has got more than 150 plus meeting rooms. And each meeting room is designed with a specific theme around it.
We have meeting rooms dedicated to the best entrepreneurs, all great sporting venues, tech innovators.
The conference room to my left is Steve Jobs and to the right is Bill Gates. And so now we have our CTO who's joined us. I think the two of us sort of are trying hard to keep the collective IQ up, that entire area.
The four towering buildings functioned with one soul.
We have one VC per floor, all of which are completely interconnected to our calling system.
We also did up a specially designed cafeteria where designations never came between discussions.
I've just joined here and I can see that we are sitting in the cafeteria and the co-founder itself are sitting next to us. So they are really accessible. You can talk to them, you can go up and ask anything from them.
To make sure that our employees stay fresh and positive in a very demanding environment of a startup, we introduced rejuvenating initiatives.
Our infrastructure here is very diversity friendly, whether it's a crash facility.
There's a gym.
The parking space. Everyone was asking, I hope there's ample parking space, and I think it's totally changed for everyone.
The new office also ushered in a new era of tech prowess.
Uniformly, the people who've joined us, they've worked on probably the biggest projects of their life.
We are only limited by the size of our vision and ambition, not by the capability of our team.
Thus, we made sure that every Snapdeal team member was pampered and taken care of, and celebrated this new milestone with the same enthusiasm and happiness.
First day was such a grand entry for all of us. You had these dholwalas, then you had a selfie contest.
I could not stop myself at that time. And then we danced our hearts out.
The welcome party was just fantabulous.
Every bit of it was fully captured and it will be like in my head.
This is once in a lifetime experience. We will probably not get an opportunity to build another company like Snapdeal. When we are 70 years old, we'll look back and say, wow, that was one hell of a ride.
All in all, it's a new world of Snapdeal.
It definitely feels like the start of a new chapter.
The consistent mood that I get from people is excitement.
I've worked in Bay Area for 10 years and I would compare this facility to anything that we've been there.
You have that feel-good factor to come to the office.
मेरे फादर मम्मी जितने भी हैं सब बताते रहते हैं कि मैं स्नैपडील पे काम करता हूँ मुझे भी प्राउड फील होता है कि मैंने स्नैपडील पे काम करता हूँ
When we tell people that we are working here and this is the work culture there, they are like, please get us into Snapdeal somehow.
Just like Google is associated with Mountain View and Adobe is associated with San Jose, I think Snapdeal can kind of own this town.
What our boss said, that sky is the limit for others, but for us, we'll create another sky.
Future is here. Snapdeal.
We'll keep looking upwards and onwards as we move to this new office.
It's absolutely a startup and it will always be a startup. I think that's very, very core to our DNA and I don't think that'll ever change. I'll make sure it never changes.
For the Snapdeal family, for all of India who believed in us. And we will continue to share the happiness to every home of the country that we experience at Snapdeal every single day.